or I feel that art is one of the ways in which we as humans are able to understand how we're feeling, because it activates something within us. That's why some people are drawn to photography, or some people are drawn to abstract impressionism, or some people are drawn to contemporary art, line drawings. Something in the creative process and expression that another human's created is what captures us. That's why we're drawn to something. So when something captures us, we're intrigued. We want to know more. We want to understand, why did the artist, spend his time, in your case, capturing this particular period in time. And there's the story, there's the why that exists behind that. And the history of art is life expressed through art, the creative medium. And that is when sometimes we don't have words, or we don't have it's expressed through the creative act.
Love all of this. Well, the strange thing is, and it's probably the same for all artists, is that it's not something special to us, because we're able to do it. The fact that there's a change of medium means one needs to understand at various points when you're challenged to produce something, maybe as a watercolor, when before you were working just in pencil. You need to learn how to do it. So you either go and get tuition, or you buy a book, or you buy a set of watercolors and you get going with it. And you make many mistakes along the way, but of course, making the mistakes, as we all know, is where you learn and how you get better. I've often slaved over a piece for days, trying to get it right, when I knew right from the beginning that I got it wrong, but I wasn't prepared to give it up at that point. And watercolor is a tireless taskmaster. It does not give in. Once you've got a mark on a piece of paper, it cannot come out. So if you can't get it right from the beginning, there's no amount of work you can do right at the end to save it. And in the end, you end up ripping it up, putting it in the bin, which is very frustrating, because one doesn't want to waste the sense that you've had possibly moments of flow and real intensity trying to get this thing correct. And I still haven't quite solved that problem, which I think is one of the motivations for why artists continue every day, because they know the stakes are high.
Yeah.
Getting it wrong. and the sense of dismay and the sense of, if you like, personal creative failure is very high when you know you have the skill. So why can't I get it right?
Yeah.
But then you look at a tennis player, one day they can win a championship, the next day they're 125th on the circuit. It's one of those frustrating things.